All right, let's do this problem since y'all were ready to go on it. That means put the phones away. I'm not going to ask again. I tried to drop 2 or 3 subtle hints, but evidently falling on deaf ears. All right, write the problem down. It says, in June 2010, the population of a large country was about 307.2 million people. And the population of the world was about 6.87 billion. Determine the ratio of the country's population to the world's population by dividing the country's population by the world's population. They tell you what to do, so just do it. I'm just going to get the number in there because, okay, there's the 2 numbers. 307.2 million and 6.87 billion. And they want you to divide the 2. Dividing the country's population by the what? World's population. The country's population is what? 307.2 million. Divided by 6.87 billion. Now the first thing I would do is I would write those in regular notation and then I would change them into scientific notation. That's what I would do. So 307 million means that there's going to be a lot of zeros behind that 2. So you just need to move it until you get 6 place values after the 307 million, or 307. So you got to have a 2, a 0, comma, 0, 0, 0. So you got to fix it. And then once you get that, then you can change it to scientific notation. So 307 and then comma 2, and then what goes behind it? 0, 0, and then 0, 0, 0. Now I'm not going to do the math using these numbers because that'd take me forever. I'd have to depend on the calculator, so I'm not going to do that. 6 billion, well, comma, 870 what? Million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6.87 billion is 6,870,000,000. 307.2 million is 307,200,000. Now that's something you should know. Now that you have it in regular notation, this is regular notation. Now you can change that into scientific notation. So that's going to be 3.072. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 10 to the 8th divided by 6.87 times 10, and that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, this problem, you will need a calculator to do the left side, so get your calculators out. And what's 8 minus 9? That was a real question. It wasn't rhetorical. What is 8 minus 9? -1. So somebody take your calculator and divide 3.072, divide that by 6.87. Somebody tell me what you get. I'm sorry, say again? 4471. Okay, is that your answer? No, it is not. Why? For one thing, it's not in what? It's not in scientific notation. How do you know that? You know the definition. If you don't know the definition, then don't ask. Because I told you to learn the definition. I told you that if you were going to be good at scientific notation, you need to memorize the what? Definition. That's the first thing you need to do. So, if you don't know it, then I'm sorry. 4.471 times 10 to the -1 blank 1. Which way do we move this decimal in our head to get it back the way it was? Okay, to the left. So that'd be 4.471, and that's where people get it wrong. But we'll check it, because y'all think I don't know what I'm talking about. Times 10 to the -2. And they probably, since it is a word problem, they probably don't want it in scientific notation. Nope, they don't. So now we got to change it into, that's in scientific notation. So now we got to change it into regular notation, because the question's asking for regular notation. 471, and we got to move it how many places? 1, 2. So your answer is 0.04471. So there is your answer in scientific notation, and here is your answer in regular notation. Now, if I did this wrong, then that means this is wrong, right? So let's see. Let's see what I got. It says type in round to the nearest what? Thousands. Tens, hundreds, thousands. 0.045. So if I get 0.045 wrong, that means that your way is right. I got it right. So what does that mean? That means that if you got a negative or 0 here, that means what? So that means that your way is broke. Now, why am I being a smart aleck about it? Because I have had people that will fuss with me and tell me that from here, from this one right here to here, I should have added this 1. Well, as y'all can tell, I got it right, so that means you're wrong if you say that. Okay? Should be a negative, because you asked yourself in your head, which way do you move this decimal right here to get it back the way it was? Which way? To the left. And that's why you put a negative here. And that's why that blank is so important. Because if you get the blank wrong, you get the whole problem wrong. And that's why I always tell you to ask yourself that one question. Okay, we got that one right. So let's go to the next one. Let's see what the next one says. All right, this is the one we did the other day. I'm going to redo it. It says the distance from planet A to the moon is 278,000 miles. The distance from Anderson to Greenville is 50 miles. If you travel at 50 miles an hour, how long does it take you to get to Greenville? 1 hour. Because you're traveling 50 miles per hour is 50 miles. So you divide 50 divided by 50. So in this case, we're going to take 287,000 and divide by what? 20,000. Just like you would if you were traveling on vacation. So 278,000 divided by 20,000. Now let me ask y'all a question. Is there a way I can make this problem easier before I even do any scientific notation? How? Cancel the zeros. That's a very good observation. So I'm going to cancel these three and these three because I'm going to make the problem easier. So now I've got 278 divided by 20. Now you could actually do that in your head because 278 comes out to be what? 139? You could actually do it in your head, but we're not going to. Alright, so it'd be 13.9. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and 2.78 times 10 to the second power divided by 2.0 times 10 to the what? First power. Oh my gosh, 2.78 divided by 2. 2 will go into 2 how many times? 1. 2 will go into 7 how many times? 3, and there's a 1 left over, so that's 18. How many times will 2 go into 18? Times 10 to the second power. What is this in? What kind of notation is this in? Scientific notation. Good. You know your definition. If you don't know, then you don't know what it is. Now, the question says type as a decimal, so they do not want it in scientific notation. So we've got to move how many? 1, 2. So that'd be 139. I think that's what I said. I can't remember. So we go up to our handy dandy. Something's not right. Because 2 will go into 278 139 times. I'm off. Oh, 2 minus 1 is not 2, people. Thank you. I caught it, so as long as I caught it, it's not a mistake. How did I know it was wrong? Because 278 divided by 2 is what? 139. That's why I said 13.9 a while ago. So not one place, but not two places, but one place. My bad. So that'd be 13.9. Sorry about that. I'm on drugs. That's what it is. 13. I'm the students at that college. I think we need to get whatever we can get, and I don't know, and I don't. Idiot. Next. Oh, we got to check answer. Look there. We got it right. And we didn't even use a what? We took 278,000 and divided by 20,000, and we didn't even use a calculator. Y'all are smart. I'm proud of you. That means you can do stuff without what? It's not impossible. All right, here we go. A large waterfall. I'm going to let y'all write this one down because I want y'all to set it up. If you can't set it up, then you should be discouraged and live in the ditch. Because that means that you're what? A failure. Good. Or a loser. Either one. Loser and failure is about the same thing. It says a large waterfall is managed so that the minimum of 150,000 cubic feet of water per second, making sure my phone's on silent. Yeah, it is. So that a minimum of 150 cubic feet of water per second. In other words, y'all know what a cubic meter, a cubic foot is? It's a cube. Think of a glass cube. That's 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. So it's about this high, about this wide, like that. Think of a box like that around your house. I ordered my son, y'all listen to this. I ordered my son some rubber boots for the farm. And I ordered them because I ordered them insulated kind. And when he gets older, he don't need the insulated kind, he'll be tough. But I got him the insulated kind because he likes to ride his four-wheeler and his feet get cold. So I ordered some, what do you call them? Bogs? Bogs? Is that what they're called? Bogs boots? Huh? Maybe that's why it took me so long to get them. Maybe I ordered them from China. Huh?
The rubber on top.
They're rubber all the way, yeah. But what are they called?
And they tie on top.
No, those are duck boots. Hold on, we'll figure this thing out. Hold on. Just type out. I think it's Boggs. B-O-G-G-S. Yeah. Boggs boots. I thought it was B-O-G-G-S. There we go. Yeah. Dang old Boggs. Well, I didn't get him the flowers, okay? I got him the dang old orange. He wanted the orange and black. So I can't find where. Men, women, kids. There we go, kids. Where's the kids? Well, I don't see them now. They're probably old now. But anyway, I ordered him some Boggs. And it took a month because they were back ordered. And guess what they sent me? They sent me 2 right boots. Yeah, 2 boots that fit on the right foot. So I called them this morning. I got it yesterday. So I called them this morning, and that's about the size the box was. It's about what the foot, about 8 inches by 1 foot by 1 foot. About like this, about like that. So, but anyway, if you filled that with one, but anyway, I called them this morning and I said, y'all sent me 2 right boots. I said, send me 2 left boots and we'll be good. Oh, we can't do that. I said, yeah, you can. But anyway, they're sending me a new pair of boots overnight, and I gotta put the other ones in a box and send them back. I'm gonna put holes in them before I send it. But anyway, I just thought that was, but that was about a cubic foot. So, and a lot of people, and you're probably saying, why are you telling us this? Because I think it's important that you learn more than math in here. So take that cubic, it's about like 2 shoe boxes put together, okay? About like that, about like that, about like that. Fill that full of water, that's a cubic foot of water. It actually weighs, you know what 1 cubic foot of water weighs? 62 pounds. Heavy. OIL weighs more than that, but gas weighs less than water because it's refined. But anyway, we do that in calculus. We figure out how much work it is to pump out a tank of OIL or water or gas. Anyway, so how many is going over that waterfall in a second? 150,000 of those shoe boxes. A second. Now you have some kind of feel, okay, when the swimming pool holds about 2,000 cubic feet of water. So you've got about 7, yeah. You got about 7 swimming pools going over that waterfall in a second. Okay? Find the minimum amount of water that will flow over the falls in a 24-hour period. This is called unit conversion. Some people call it dimensional analysis, but it's not, because you're doing the same units. So it's not dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis is when you go from standard to metric and metric to standard. This is standard to standard. So it's the old-timey English way of doing it. Feet and second. But what's the problem? Somebody tell me what the problem is. They're asking you a measurement in seconds to be in a 24 what? Hour period. That ain't gonna work. We gotta do some unit conversions. The first thing you want to do is you want to put 150 cubic feet of water per what? 1 second. So that's 150,000 cubic feet of water per 1 second. Y'all with me? Now, whenever you do a unit conversion, and some of you nursing people need to know this because you're going to do a lot of unit conversions and dimensional analysis, and it's the same thing. You got to put something over something, because there's only 2 ways to cancel with fractions. Diagonally and what? Vertically. So you've got to set this up as a fraction so you can take out seconds right up here. Well, why do you want to take out seconds, Hubert? Does it ask for anything else? It asks for hours, and that's it. It's not asking you to change feet per the cubic feet to cubic meters or something like that. It's only asking you to change the seconds into what? Hours. So that's the only thing you're changing. So leave this alone. If it ain't broke, good parents. Y'all got some good parents, okay? Some of y'all going, oh, it's your parents' fault. So, what's the next set of time besides seconds? Minutes. Good job. So how many seconds are in a minute? Okay, I'm glad everybody answered that. I was a little bit worried there for a minute. What's the 6 cent for? My degree is in gender, male, female gender. What'd she say?
She said female gender studies.
Y'all need to look that up and see where you can get a job. I bet it pays well. Probably $1,500 a month or a year. Gender, yes. Gender, yeah, whatever. So I got to put minutes. Why am I putting minutes up here? Because they have to what? They have to cancel. Okay, now you're ready to do it. So let's do our canceling. That's always fun. So I'm going to take my handy dandy red marker, and I'm going to take the minutes out. And I'm going to take the seconds out. And that leaves me with cubic feet per what? Well, wait a minute. How many hours? Well, we got to do that. 24. Oops, it's the wrong color. Don't want to mess your color scheme up. Oh, yeah, because I got to blow it up. There you go. Times. Got 15 seats up here, and everybody sits in the back 2 rows. Times. That's all my classes, not just this class. I'm not making fun of anybody in here. 24 hours over 1. So now I get to cancel the hours out. Well, is that possible? Well, what is it asking for? A minimum of blank what? Of water flows over the falls. So they're not asking you for time. They're saying in 24 hours. Well, we've got 24 hours right here. But they're not asking for any other label. All they want is this guy. So now, multiply it out. I'll do the bottom for you. I'll do the denominators. I'll do that for you. You do the top. So change this, change. Now, can I change 60 times 60? What is 60 times 60? Nope. You were thinking about 60 times 2. What is 60 times 60? 3,600, Hubert. That's right, class. So could I change 3,600 into 3.60 or 3.6 times 10 to the third? Yep. And change 2.4 or 24 into 2.4 times 10 to the first, and change 150,000 into 1.5 times 10 to the fifth. And then what can I do with all the tens? Add the what? Add the exponents. So you don't have to rely on what? What's this 6 cents for? All right, get to work. If you can't do it, just consider yourself. I'm waiting. Oh, failure or loser, yes. 1.5 times 10 to the what? Times 3.6 times, oops, I might as well do that one over. 6 got all messed up with the mouse. Times 10 to the what? Third. And I'm going to take that multiplication symbol out. Just use parentheses. And 2.4. 10 to the first. Now actually you don't need, well I don't think you need a calculator yet, but let's see. What is 5 plus 3 plus 1? 10 to the 9th. So y'all got that. Y'all get an A for effort on that one. Now I'm going to take 1.5 times 3.6 times 2.4. $3,600. The only number that you've got as a friend is 1.5. Because you can take 1.5 and you can multiply by anything, and all you got to do is multiply by 1 and take half and add it together. So that's a friend. 1.5 is a friend. That 3.6 and that 2.4 ain't a friend at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that 1.5. I'm trying to figure out a way to do this and not have to use a calculator. So I'm going to take that 1.5 and I'm going to multiply it by this 2.4. Why? Because 2.4 is easy to calculate because take 1. What's 1 times 2.4? 2.4, Hubert. And what's half of 2.4? What's half of $2.40, people? $1.20. So you take 2.40 and add $1.20, you get 3 what? 360. Oh my! So that's 3.6 times 3.6. Isn't that nice? Well, 3 times 3.6, that'd be 3 times $3.60, which would be what? $10.80, Hubert. That's right, class. So I'm just going to go over here to my side panel, and I'm just going to do 3 times 360. Try and do this in my head, so I don't need anybody saying anything. That's equal to, what I say, $10 and what? 80 cents? Y'all check me. Well, 3 times 3 times 3, or no, that's not right. I'm sorry, I messed up. 3. Oh, I did half in my head, didn't I? No, I didn't. I did 3 times 360. 3 times 3, last time I checked, is 9, right? Yeah. Okay, I was right. 1080. That should be right. Okay, I was thinking of 27. All right. Now, 10% of $3.60 is 36. 1% is 0.03. Or, yeah, right? 1.04. So 6 times 0.04 would be 24 cents. Added on to be $11.04. So $11, I'm estimating in my head, $11.04 times 10 to the 9th power. That's not in scientific notation. So that's 1 be 10. So I get 1.104, now I'm estimating, times 10 to the 10th power. Now I just need somebody to take a calculator and multiply 3.6 times 3.6. What do you get? Oh, I'm way off. Okay, I suck. 12, I was doing it in my head, so what did I just do? Okay, what did you get? 12.96, so I've screwed that up. 12.96. I'll have to redo that in my head. 12.96. And then that turns into 1.296, right? So, how many gallons or how many shoe boxes of water is going over that thing in one day? Dang old BA number. 1, 2, 9, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. That's 1,000. 1, 2, 3. That's what? Million. 1, 2, 3. 1,300,000 shoe boxes. 1,300,000 shoe boxes. Divide that by 2,000. Somebody take that number and divide by 2,000. Well, I'll do it. There you go. Take that out. That'd be 1 billion. I don't even know how to do that. So take 1,296,000 or 296 million. Divide it by 2,000. What do you get? Come on, calculator drill team. 2,000. Take this BA number and divide it by 2,000. Okay, 15 minutes later. 648. 648 swimming pools in one day. Oh, 648,000. I thought it was a little bit low. 648,000 swimming pools in one day. Now, why do I go out of my way to tell you how many that is? Do y'all see what y'all are doing? Y'all are multiplying these numbers, these huge numbers, and you can do it with minimum amount of using a calculator. To me, that's powerful. To me, that's y'all should be like, wow. What's 6 cents for? Let's do another one. Oh, we got to see if I'm right. I'm just going to push you in 3. I'm not punching all because I'm lazy. I stayed up late last night. I don't care. I'm still putting 3. I was up late last night watching the... What did I get? What happened?
You put okay. You put okay.
Yeah, but it's supposed to give me the answer.
It did. You still clicked okay. You still clicked okay. It was 1.26.
Well, whatever. Stupid. It's all Bush's fault. Whenever something don't go your way, what do? Blame Bush. All right, here we go. This is one of my favorite problems to put on the test. Hint, hint. I'm going, got my ticket this afternoon. Got 2 tickets. I was gonna take my son, but I forgot my son I gotta take him to, Mama picks him up today, so I got an extra ticket. 7 o'clock. At the, no, it's at the, ain't gonna be in a movie theater. It's gotta be at the T. Ed Garrison Arena. It's right across from the Pendleton campus. Right across the road. You gotta go back there in the woods. That big old, you pass the Pendleton campus going to Clemson, you get down to the bottom of the hill, across the bridge. On the left, there's a driveway, and there's a big old arena out there. That's where it is. Huh? No, I don't know if I'm gonna see if he's going to his mama's first. I gotta make sure. The mass of planet A is approximately 4 times blah, blah, blah. And the mass of planet B is approximately 9 times 10, blah, blah, blah. How many times greater is the mass of planet A? Well, let me ask you a question. If I weigh 250 pounds and one of y'all weigh 125 pounds, but how much bigger am I than whoever? Okay, let me say that again. Double. How'd you get that? Not multiply. You took 250, and what'd you do? Not subtract it.
I multiplied one.
Huh? Divide. 250 divided by 125. So, what are you going to do here? Good job. Y'all are so smart. Where does 6 cents come from? What are we supposed to do with this? Y'all seen anybody like that yet? Y'all do it on purpose now? I do too. I do it all the time. Oh yeah, they just blow up. Their head explodes. Like McDonald's. Divided by, and you know what gets me? Is some of them get mad because you do it. But basically what they're saying is, I'm getting mad at you because I'm stupid. That's basically what they're saying. I'm getting mad at you because I can't add simple math.
That's not what I'm not. I got myself. How much change do I owe you back? I said, are you serious?
You're running a cash register.
She gonna get attacked. I heard her. I said, are you serious? I just looked at her. I said, you dumb.
Thank you. I think we ought to have a dumb movement. We ought to just start exterminating people that can't do simple math. What do y'all think? No, that'd take out most of the world. 10 to the 24th power. All right, I'm going to let y'all do it. And then I'm going to get a volunteer to come up here and show everybody how to do it. Miss Brown's going to volunteer. I was going to show you, you want to get, for those that are interested, and that place is huge. If he fills that place up, it's going to be all over South Carolina. It's going to be on all the newslets because that place is huge. I was going to show you how you can get you a, where's my dadgum? Did I pull up Facebook? I thought I did. Thought I did. Wow. Thought it was. Huh? It's pretty big. Well, when I went and got my tickets, it said there were still tickets open. So that's why I was going to show y'all. They're free. The reason they're free is because it's a political speech. So it's not, they don't charge for political speeches because they're trying to get your vote. Actually, it's not free. They're trying to get your vote. So you got to pay them your vote, pretty much.
No.
I'm just kidding. Go here. Let me find the website first. It's,
You got online? Or you went up there?
hold on a minute. You're asking me a question. I'm a guy. I can't do two things at one time. Tickets available. Go to, oh my gosh, there it is right there. It's right here. Let me pull this down for you. There's the website. Yeah, I'll blow it up a little bit more for you. Yeah, but you got to type in the other stuff too, I believe.
Yep.
So, and all you got to do is put in your name and address and your, just so they'll have a record of it. And they'll send you 2 tickets and you print them out or use your phone to get in. They only give you 2 at a time. So if you want another one, you can go in there and put billybob@email.com or whatever, and
I got one.
well, good. That didn't take long. Rest of y'all are like, Clemson, y'all got it? What do you want, Patrick? That's the training video.
It took me less than a minute, so.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty good. All right, you got it? Okay. All right.
And I got the email.
That's where they give you the tickets. There's a Trump train. Y'all see it, dang old Trump
Did
train.
you see Bernie Sanders' bus being pulled by a truck?
Yeah, I got that on my website. That's funny. Somebody caught it going down the road. Where is my... Okay, here we go. So, we're going to take 4 and divide by 9. Well, let me ask you a question. 4 divided by 9? 4 divided by 9. Well, let's do that. Let's think about that. 4 divided by 8 is what? How about 0.5? 4 divided by 8 is 0.5, 1/2. So we know that 4 will go into 9 a little bit more than that. I mean, 9 will go into 4 a little bit more than that. I'm thinking 0.4, 0.45. Somebody tell me, take your calculator, what's 4 divided by 9? Point what? Is it 0.4 even? Oh, I thought it was repeating. Is it repeating? Okay, 0.44. So here we go. 0.44 times 10 to the 30 minus 24 is what? 6. And I'm going to move this 1 over. So that's 4.4 times 10. What's 6 minus 1? 10? 5. So they want it in nearest whole numbers. So 4 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you said they were repeating, right? So that's a 4 there, 4 there, a 4 there, a 4 there. So 444,444 times. Now, they may want 444,000 because it says round to the nearest number. Oh, I'm sorry. You see what happens when I try to help y'all out? There, yes. Yes, you say yes. It says, are you registered to vote? You hit yes. Just lie. Just, you want to get a ticket, get a ticket. Put yes. No, what they're asking you, are you registered to vote? That's what they're asking you.
They're asking me that because people.
They want to know for their own statistics, who's attending that's registered voters and who's attending that's not registered voters, like kids. They want to know how many kids they got, how many old adults they got. So that's why they're asking. I'm sorry, what? Well, is this in scientific notation right here? No, so I got to move it one place right there. So that becomes blank 1. Which way do I move this in my head to get it back the way it was? To the left. 6 minus 1 is 5. So, there's 2 possible answers here. One, it says round to the nearest whole number. Well, that could be this number, or if they're asking for round to the nearest 1,000, that'd be 444,000. I think they want all the 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Golly, you're amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, 444,444 times greater than planet of mass B, or whatever. Is that all? That's all the problems. Oh no, we're going to have to find some more. Why are you still confused? What do I get? What? What's the definition for scientific notation? I'm asking y'all. Recite it. What is it? Okay, now if you said that in memory, then you know what scientific notation is. If you read it out of the book, then you still suck at these problems. Okay? Now, again, my monitor is right here, so I don't see what y'all do. So, except I see y'all 3 and I see y'all 4. So, anywhere in here I don't see. So, is this in scientific notation? No, it is not. I got to have the decimal right here because you know the definition. So I got to move it to here. And then that gives me the blank 1. I ask myself, right here, which way do I move this decimal in my head, mentally, in my head, to get it back the way it was? Which way? To the left. Left is negative. So 6 minus 1 is 5. I'm sorry, what? That's where the 1 came from. I asked myself which way did I move this, in my head to get it back the way it was, and that's where the negative comes from because I have to move it to the left in my head to get it back the way it was. Now a lot of people say, well, Hubert, my teacher always taught me a pattern to this. I don't teach a pattern because if you use a pattern, then you screw this up. The 6 minus 1, you'll think it's supposed to be positive and you'll get 7 right here. And you'll get it wrong. At least this part right here, when I see this, I at least think you know how to do 90% of the problem. And then you just get the sign messed up. So this is a whole lot better if you do it this way than do it by the pattern that they teach you in high school. Okay? There was another problem. I think we missed one since I'm doing y'all's homework for you. Here it is. If a cubic millimeter of blood contains blah, 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 how many red blood cells are contained in blah, 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 blah? Write your answer in scientific notation. Let me ask you a question. You ready? If I put 12 cakes in a refrigerator and I have 10 refrigerators, how many cakes can I put in the refrigerators? I can put 12 cakes in a refrigerator. And I have 10 refrigerators. How many cakes can I put in those refrigerators? 120. How'd I do it? Multiply 10 refrigerators times what? 12. So what are you going to do here? Multiply.
Multiply.
I'm trying to get you to drop it down to a basic application with whole numbers and find out what operation. Once you find out what operation, you've licked the problem, you've got 90% of the problem out of the way. A lot of people sit here and they go, and they just stare at it for 15 minutes because they don't know what. They don't know what operation to do. But if you sit there and go, okay, I got 10 refrigerators, and each refrigerator holds 12, then that's 10 times 12, that's 120. So now it says a cubic millimeter of blood contains blah, blah, blah. How many are in blah, blah, blah? You're going to multiply. And you feel good about yourself. Right? 444,444. Right here. Now, while y'all are doing this problem, and I'm going to blow it up a little bit so y'all can't see it after I draw half of it. I'm going to call the roll, make sure I get the roll before y'all start having heart attacks. Or what do you call them, cardio infarctions?
I don't know, but I just looked and it said me 3 tickets instead of 2.
You just what?
I looked on my ticket for the Donald Trump. It sent me 3 instead.
Oh, well, that's good. You can give it to somebody.
I asked my friend, I was like, do you want to go? And he
Good.
was like, sure. I'm like, okay.
Now, don't be going and try to protest because he'll have you knocked out.
No.
He'll have you put it. You know, he's from New York.
He's a Trump supporter.
Okay.
So.
They'll put cement shoes on you and drop you out in the middle of Hartwell Lake. That guy, he's from New York. He don't play.
I know some people are trying to protest him, and there are people I know.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't know.
You got to remember where you're at. You're not in New York. You're in South Carolina.
Yeah.
People don't like protesters in South Carolina.
It's
You
not
might
even
get
that.
shot.
They're Confederate flag protesters. So, yeah.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not.
I am. Listen, I've got people that go all the way back to the Revolutionary War, and I love the flag. But people, it's just a flag.
I don't understand it.
It's just a flag. Don't be going up with it. Don't be going up to no presidential election with buck teeth, looking all stupid, and holding up a flag.
You just said you were not going there.
Yeah, no, save the flag, save the flag.
They're acting stupid. I mean, I've been called illiterate.
Listen, that flag has killed nobody.
Exactly.
Just like guns kill nobody. People kill people.
You heard about the Confederate flag?
Oh yeah, our governor sold out.
Mountain?
At what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Our governor sold out.
I was there and
I got mad at our governor, and I supported our governor for both elections. But she sold out trying to get points to be a vice presidential candidate.
It didn't work.
And I know it didn't work. I ain't got no use for her now.
But I got
South-
called illiterate.
Well, that's nothing
I
unusual.
laughed because the dude called me illiterate, and I'm sitting there. I was just walking through the park that day. Like, I was just down there and happened to be there the same day. And he's like, you're
What got
illiterate.
me was that had nothing to do with. I don't remember us shutting down Gold's Gym. What's that got to do with anything? Well, he had a Gold's Gym shirt on. Remember the picture they showed of the
Yeah,
idiot that
he
killed
had
those
Gold's
poor
Gym
people?
shirt on.
He had a Confederate flag behind him,
He
and he had a
also had a neo-Nazi
Gold's
flag
Gym shirt.
behind him,
So
too.
we should have shut down Gold's Gym and gotten rid of the flag at the same time.
But he also had a neo-Nazi flag behind him at the
Well,
same picture.
the boy, as Trump said, the boy was Looney Tunes.
I'm just saying he's not from Charleston.
Yeah, he's stupid.
I'm from Charleston. He is not from
All right, Miss Brown is here, Burkhart is here, Burton is here, Byers is here, the Dawson sisters are here, Miss Eastridge is here, Loie is here, Martin is here, Shoemaker, thought so. Story is here. Story is not here. Story is the only one not here, and Miss Telford. They're not here. So Gold's Gym, everybody needs to boycott Gold's Gym.
I don't even go to Gold's Gym.
No, but I'm serious. I'm serious. Don't show up at a presidential debate or presidential looking all bubbified. All right? Might as well put in your bubba teeth, put in your bubba teeth and go, well, I don't even know where I am, but United States Confederate flag. I just think that's retarded. I'm sorry. There's a place for everything, and that is not a place to be protesting. It's stupid. Do you think Donald Trump has anything to do with the Confederate flag? Nothing to do with the Confederate flag. Does that have anything to do with national security? No. Does that have anything to do with foreign policy? No. Does that have anything to do with economics? No. Shut up and go home. Oh, that makes me mad. Okay, I'm through with that. Huh? Oh yeah, somebody's gonna, and they're gonna get beat up afterwards.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna be waiting out in the parking lot and beat them up.
Because apparently somebody.
Because Trump is not
He's not
establishment, and he's not conventional, and he doesn't care about political correctness. And we've got a bunch of pansies in America that think everything has to be, oh, I'm offended here, I'm offended here, I'm offended here. Most people don't even care.
Your shirt is on like a
There's going to be protesters there about the flag. Well,
apparently.
20 years, let me explain it, please. 20 years ago, about 20 years ago, it was taken off of the Capitol. Okay? Your granddaddy actually got me one that flew over the Capitol. All right? And then it was taken down because it was racist, and we're all dumb racist Southerners, and we beat up people because of color. Anyway, then the people got shot by that lunatic, killed those Christians down in Charleston about what, 6th of July, August, somewhere around there? Well, he had a picture, the idiot that shot him had a picture of him with a gold shirt on, Gold's Gym shirt, and a Confederate flag in the back. Well, my God, the dadgum governor of this state went crazy and said, we're going to take the flag down. And all she was doing is she was trying to get brownie points to be a vice presidential candidate, because Trump wasn't being taken seriously at that time. And to make a long story short, she made a lot of people mad because she was trying to further her own agenda by doing that. Because South Carolina, did not South Carolina do a great job during that time?
Yeah.
I think we did a great job. I mean, we had both people from Charleston and not from Charleston go down there to that funeral, and it was a great thing. But it wasn't a great thing, but we handled it very well. And she just all of a sudden decides, oh, we're going to bring the Confederate flag into this. And it made a lot of people mad because she didn't have any right doing that because of her own agenda.
Yeah.
That's why people got mad. Okay. That's where it came from. That's where it's coming from.
Well, the idiots that I were talking to wanted to protest it because he threw somebody out that was protesting at another one of his.
Well, I don't think you need to protest during, it's their time. You don't need to protest.
I'm going to.
Hold on a minute. Let me do this problem. 5.7 times 10 to the 6th. And we're going to multiply that by 6.0 times 10 to the 1. Good. And that's going to be 10 to the 7th. And then 6 times 5 is 34.2. Now that is not what? They want, I think, scientific notation. So that'd be 3.42. Thank you. 3.42 times 10 to the 7 blank 1. And which way do we move this decimal in our head to get it back the way it was? To the right. So 3 3.42 times 10 to the what? 8. That's a big number. Yep, BA number. So I'm going to type in 3. And then hopefully it won't do it again.
Nope.
And then one more. There it is. 3.42 times 10 to the what? 10 to the 8. So we got it right. 3.42 times 10 to the 8. Now I've done all the word problems that I can pull up on your test. Why am I talking about a test? Because if you look at your, your syllabus, I'm close to the next section that we go over for Unit 1. So that means we got a test coming up, probably next week, the end of next week. So that means you need to get 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.6 done before Monday or Wednesday of next week. Because I'm doing 11.1 Monday or Tuesday, whatever day y'all come. Yeah, as Monday, and Wednesday we'll probably be going over test and homework questions. Okay? So that means Wednesday be ready, because it may go post Wednesday afternoon. It may post and go for 1 week. That means the homework probably going to be shutting down probably Wednesday or Friday. Y'all have a good day. Be careful.